it's Lego Master Pete with a different kind of video here. So I've gotten 2 different comments asking for on like how to do Mr. Incredible's legs and how to do Dash's legs. So that's what I'm just going to be doing here. So I'm going to explain how to do these, and you can use these tips to make your own legs like I did. So let's just get into how to do this. First, we're going to do Mr. Incredible's legs, and what you're going to need is obviously just a pair of legs. And what the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take off the legs from this hip piece. So I'm just going to do that off screen right now, and I'll be right back. So now that the legs are detached, you're just going to need some sandpaper. I mean, not really any specific sandpaper, just regular sandpaper that you can use. And then you're just gonna take, here's the hip piece. And if you don't know how to take off legs, you just pull them off. Don't worry, you're not gonna break them most likely. But so you just take your legs and then you just sand down this top area like that, and then you do that for a long time. And then not too much, but don't do it a long time, but get it so you think it's enough. And obviously you're gonna do that to both legs. And when you put them back on the hip piece or whatever, you should see that there's a gap there. But hold up, let me do something. So now that you put the legs back on the hip piece, you should be able to tell that there's a gap. So looking at my Mr. Incredible legs that I've already done, you could be able to see that, you should be able to see that there's a gap right here between the hips and the leg piece that you already sanded. So you see how there's like a bit of a gap, and with these that I haven't done yet, you can see that there is no gap. Looking at it, I hope you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so you should be able to tell that there's a gap on the legs I already sanded, and there is no gap here. Again, just like that area. So and then you do that to both sides, and then you paint whatever detail you want, and then you should be able to move the legs without scraping off the paint. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Mr. Incredible legs and how to sand off that so you won't scrape the paint. And then so next we can show you how to do short legs for Dash. So how to do Dash's legs is we're just gonna get some regular legs here, and then obviously you can tell that these are the legs I've already done. So we're just gonna keep that back there. But so how to do it with just regular legs is, well, these are pretty easy. So you can just tell that. So you can see how there's like a gap. I mean, there's white and then it goes yellow. So you're pretty much just going to want to cut it right at that point. Or if you don't have boots, you won't be able to tell. Just kind of guess. You can kind of look at these two and just cut it where you feel right. So you're going to wind up with nothing but just that with no legs. It's going to look really weird, but it's not. I mean, that is right. So don't feel that you did it wrong. So you're going to cut those off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get, you can either use a 1x1 piece, or you can use tile pieces. I use the 1x1, but I kind of forgot about tile pieces. But you can use tile pieces, and then you're just going to glue. Well, if you use a 1x1, you're going to have to cut off the stud. But that's why these are probably easier. So you're just going to use these, and then you're going to glue it down onto the leg, and then it's obviously going to be much shorter because it's only like a tile, and this is much longer. So it's only going to be only going to be about that tall. But yeah, so it should come out like this, and then you're just gonna and then it's because you can kind of see that these tile pieces are bigger than the feet. So you're just gonna sand it down so it matches like how these look, and you can see that I sanded mine down all around, and then it should look pretty good. And then you're gonna need to paint the new feet in whatever color you need it to be. But yeah, so it should end up kind of looking like this, or whatever it's gonna like. I mean, if you're making a Dash, yeah, it should look like this, but if you're using it for some other minifigure, then it should look however you want it to look. But yeah, that's pretty much it, so we can just conclude this video now. So I hope you guys found this video helpful on how to make these legs. And if you did, please like the video and tell me down in the comments if you found it helpful and you were able to make your own legs. And then subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.